34-year-old threw for 411 yards and 5 touchdowns, despite apparently hurting his hand during the first half. So, Shannon, give Brady a letter grade for yesterday.
He had a tremendous stat line, 430-something yards. That's the first time he's had, 405 touchdowns, Skip, no interceptions, I think, in his career. I think that's the first time in his career. And we know what his career has been, all-time lead touchdown passes, passing yards. We know all the numbers. But, Skip, he got a little extra. You saw what he did in the fourth quarter now. He stat padded. You saw that now.
I saw it.
Okay, as long as you know you saw it.
It's called going for the jugular.
It's called going for the MVP. That's what it's called, going for an extra 106 yards and 2 touchdowns when they were already up. Skip, look, I don't know what's going to happen come trade deadline. I think it's November the 2nd. But if I'm the Miami Dolphins, I'm looking to move Byron Jones and Xavier Howard.
Are you really?
That's unacceptable.
Wow.
Skip, Xavier Howard had 10 picks last year. And he couldn't cover me right now. He's not even trying. Skip, that effort what Byron Jones was doing yesterday, the way Mike Evans is a legit receiver, but you can't have that. Xavier Howard, the way he was doing on Antonio Brown, we can't have that.
You sure that the Bucs just weren't better?
Skip, they can beat Bucs as an overall team can be better. Xavier Howard was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. And he looks like the worst corner in football. Byron Jones, this is one of the reasons why the Cowboys, y'all good, y'all go ahead and take it up. Because it's these kinds of performances, Skip. Tampa is a better overall team, but I expect my best players to look. You go to any bad team, and you can find their best players, even in a bad game, even in a tough loss, you'll find that's their best player on offense. That's their best player on defense. Xavier Howard and Byron Jones should be their best players on defense. And that yesterday effort was bad. That doesn't look good. Because you have to understand, Skip, you put that on tape. Is that what you want disseminated? When teams break down and look at the Dolphins defense, they're like, man, Byron Jones, man, he quit. Xavier Howard, man, he laid it down. Skip, the Dolphins have lost 4 straight. I don't know how the Patriots lost to them. If they don't fumble on the 1-yard line, we already know that has happened.
So what are you doing, giving Brady an F?
I gave him a C+. I gave him a C+. I gave him a C+, Skip, because he padded his stats. You know he padded his stats. They're trying to give him the MVP. And you know what? I hate saying
Who's trying to give him the MVP?
The team.
Oh, the team.
Okay. The team. No, the league's not trying to get the lead. No, the league don't care. The team. First of all, I like it. I love playing for situations like this because I get my stats up too. Because as long as Brady's in the game, that means I'm going to be in the game, and there's a chance for me to catch passes, catch a touchdown. So,
Mike Evans loved it in the fourth quarter because he got 2 big touchdowns.
Exactly. Yep. You got to feed him, Skip, because, been getting AB getting that money. Like, hold on, that's Tommy. I know that's your boy, but, hey.
That is correct.
So, for me, I gave him a C+, but to Skip the Dolphins, now you see why the owner wants to make that move for that guy in Houston. Houston trying to stand firm, give me 3 first-rounders. But I'm not so sure.
I thought you were a Tua guy.
Skip, Tua can't stay healthy, Skip.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Xavier Howard last year was first-team All-Pro.
Yeah, he had 10 picks.
First-team All-Pro. Everybody's raving about it. He was the number 1 rated corner by Pro Football Focus last year.
What's he rated now?
I don't know. Byron Jones has made a Pro Bowl before.
Yes.
And he is still, to this moment, the highest paid cornerback in pro football. That's what you're up against.
Why?
So you can't tell me there wasn't some degree of difficulty at the opening kickoff. You're up against, I don't know, I'd say going into the game, a lot of people around the league would say they would be in the top 5 of cornerback duos.
Yes, but Skip, that's what I'm saying. That's where pride takes over. Even though I'm on a bad team, I'm going to show, okay, y'all might win, but I'm going to make it tough on you.
Okay. I want you to know that going into yesterday, the Miami Dolphins had gone 26 games straight with a takeaway. That is the NFL record streak for takeaways.
Right.
26 straight games.
Well.
Yesterday, they got none. So Brady and company broke the 26-game streak. So you got to give him some credit for that because the Dolphins do take the ball away, and they are proud. They play with a contagious pride. We take the ball away. But once again, what did Pro Football Focus say last week? We give Brady sort of the quarter pole. I know it's 17 games, but we give him our number 1 grade at the quarter pole because he has 0 turnover-worthy plays. And I did not see one yesterday. Maybe they'll grade one somewhere, but I didn't see a turnover-worthy play yesterday.
You saw a bunch of guys wide open.
Okay.
You saw no tight window throws yesterday, Skip.
Okay. Now, let's just look quickly at the 5 touchdown passes, if we could, in order. We go to, I thought Gio, you thought he got hurt in the last play of that game, but here's Gio. He just hits him right over the middle, and he goes in the end zone again, and Tom's starting to love him like James White. There was a great throw to AB, who streaks away 62 yards for a touchdown.
That's Xavier Howard right there.
Yep. And then we got AB for a little 4-yarder. There's nobody better than this.
That's Xavier Howard right there.
That is correct. And then here's the first one.
This is Byron Jones.
Bombs away on Mike Evans.
That's Byron Jones.
I got it. And then we got one more just for good measure to Mike Evans, and they don't.
Look at Skip.
They don't even
look at
try
that
to tackle him. They don't try to.
Look
tackle
at that! Come on, Skip.
Okay, I'm going to remind you that with 4:11 left in the second quarter, Tom hit his hand on, I guess it was a helmet, and hurt his thumb, and he was shaking his thumb, and it was taped. It was wrapped up after the game last night. Here it is. He just banged it on a throw to Cam Brate and hit it right on the helmet. And it was his thumb, and he shook it. I'm sure it swelled up last night. And the point was, he went to the media session with it taped, and he said, you know, back in my days in New England, there's no way I would ever come here with this tape because we would have kept it under wraps.
Right.
But he said, in my older age, I don't care anymore. I'll just come with it wrapped up.
Right.
So he did, and yet all he did was throw 3 more touchdown passes after that. So I'm not going to get real upset about it.
Man, Skip, look here. The way the Dolphins were playing defense, he could have had his thumb in a pie. like little boy Blue.
Okay.
Little Jack Horner, whoever sat in the corner with his thumb in the pie, Tom Brady could have did that and threw a touch. Skip, you saw those plays. You saw the deep. Byron Jones and Xavier Howard were giving up. Skip, you saw that. You saw that on tape.
Okay, I hear you, but I also say that yesterday, Brady is putting on a masterpiece of a show because this one throw to AB, and I want to see it one more time, the one that broke for 62 yards.
Oh, the shallow cross, yeah.
Okay, this is, as you say, this is a Rembrandt, Picasso, this is a Van Gogh, because he's got a blitzer right in his face, and he did get hit 6 times yesterday and sacked twice. The blitzer comes right in his face, and he gets hit. It was a fall away and a breakaway, but that is all time. That is goatish to me. Because that's a hard throw under that kind of pressure to hit him right on the button where he could turn it upfield.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get a lot better than that.
That's a heck of a throw. That was a great route. Stem him, shallow cross, just keep running away. I mean, Xavier, Skip, come on.
Okay, I got it. But last night on NBC, Drew Brees said, and I quote, Tom Brady is the best deep thrower in the National Football League. You often say he dinks and dunks too much, and some yesterday he did dink and dunk. But when it's time to cut it loose, as we saw on the 2 throws, especially the first throw to Mike Evans, the 4th touchdown, it's just home run sweet. It's on the money where his arm strength is to me, that's 44 going on 24.
Right. But when you see teams play like this, general managers and owners, this is when they look to replace the coach. Because it looked like those guys quit, Skip. It looked like that defense gave it up. Now, the offense is not that talented to begin with.
Another Belichick disciple, right?
This is bad. That's bad football. That's bad what they put on tape yesterday.
Okay. Well, he had them on the rise, right?
Yeah.
Brian Flores has had them going in the right direction, I thought, until yesterday. But don't underestimate the firepower that the Bucs hit you with from all angles, because Leonard Fournette is finally looking like what I thought he was at LSU when I thought he was going to win the Heisman Trophy his junior year at LSU. Well, he's starting to look like that guy.
They ran the ball 25 times, 121 yards. He's running well. He's getting the lion's share of the carries now. Because I'm not so sure how much they trust Rojo. Because they put him in the game and somehow the ball ends up on the turf. Seems like every time he's in the game.
Well, the other thing, Tom just loves to throw it to play off Lenny, right? Because he trusts him to catch it and be where he's supposed to be on the little option routes, the little underneath, the dinks and the dunks, as you say.
Right.
So would you believe that Tom Brady at 44 now has the 2 highest passing totals in regulation for the whole season? He's got a 432, which was at the Rams in a losing effort.
Right.
But then yesterday was 411. So those are 1-2 in the pecking order of biggest passing yardage in regulation. I know Derek Carr had one in with the overtime.
Right. But it's still, I think he had like 4 or 3, so Tom still has the most passing yards. No, Yeah, 403.
I think he had a little more than 432. I think he's got the most with overtime, including overtime.
They played well, Skip. I gave Tom a C+. Like I said, he did this. If he had done this against now he puts a performance like this against New England's defense.
Yeah.
Or, hey, they don't turn it. This maybe had been the performance he would have had they not had those 4 turnovers against Dallas.